just spoke with the Crabtree family and his agent as well, and they said they aren't hearing a thing right now. They said they're not too nervous, although I did see Michael's father kind of wipe the sweat from his brow. And also, not saying who it is, not going to rat anybody out, but when Oakland made their pick, somebody from this Crabtree party just kind of went, woo! Read into it what you want, Chris.
Well, his day will come pretty soon. Okay, we can read in the first 8 picks what the following. There's 3 from the ACC, and it's the first time we've had 3 offensive linemen in the top 8 since 1985. We said, yeah, Jake Long went 1 last year, but the offensive line not quite of this caliber, and we're seeing that that's a big difference.
You got to believe San Francisco here in this spot has to go with Michael Crabtree.
I would think.
But Mike Singletary is the head coach.
Defense.
He wants to play great defense. That's the only way. And Martin, how do you? I mean, Mel, what do you think of Rapco? Is it possible here?
That's a little early, Steve. To me, it's right around here, a good pick, but tough call.
Now, Mel, your board on best available player.
And Steve asked me about the 49ers. Toughest call you have to make in the first round because they have several need areas. Brian Orakpo, and I said too early, not because it's too early for his rating. He's a 6th overall player. Too early for this reason. Number 1, Crabtree's still on the board, so this pick should have value and a trade down. I said no to Orakpo, not because 6th player here at 10 makes sense, but you have a combo defensive and outside linebacker in Orakpo, Aaron Maben, Penn State, Robert Ayers, Tennessee, Everett Brown, Florida State. You can move down, complement Paris Harrelson on the other outside linebacker spot, who led that team with 8 sacks, with one of those 4. So by moving down, you might lose Orakpo, but you're going to get 1 of 4 guys who are all positioned very close on the ratings board.
That's your best available, presented by GMC Sierra. And now here are the San Francisco 49ers with their new head coach, Mike Singletary. The 49ers closed 4-1 in the last 5 games. The 49ers, Singletary taking over in midseason from Mike Nolan. So he's in. Of course, Mike Martz, who was the offensive coordinator, is out. They quarterback at Sean Hill or Alex Smith. What is it? Alex Smith, not so long ago, the number 1 overall pick in this draft. Is it over for him? Does he have a new chance with Mike Singletary and the San Francisco 49ers? And it's been a while now since the 49ers have been the 49ers.
Yeah, you don't want to look at this and legacy like the Pittsburgh Steelers, we draft defense or offensive line. The legacy for the 49ers is not there anymore. It's not about what happened 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It's completely wiped out. It's a whole new group of people that are doing things not on anything what you think the old 49ers would do. They're going to run the football. They're going to play defense. Mike Singletary is going to try to win football games with will and determination and 13-10. Sean Hill's going to hold it down. Maybe Smith plays quarterback, but the bottom line here is defense, defense, defense. We need to hold people under at 14, 18, 17 points a game and figure out how to win some extra games. The easiest thing they did last year was move from 3 wins to 7 wins. That's an easy thing to do in this league. The toughest thing to do in this league is go from 7 wins to 10 wins. Who on this board right now can get you 7, those extra 3 wins at a critical place, 7 to 10, not going from 3 and 13 and 7 to 7 and 9,
well,
7 and 9.
We got to ask yourself, Steve, who's the best player on the board?
It's Crabtree.
Crabtree.
Crabtree's the guy. I think in this position, you have to take a guy that'll help.
Will he be taking care? Mike Martz would want care. Mike Martz is gone. Jimmy Ray is going to run the football. He's going to protect his quarterback. Play action, split the field in half, try to move the field and kick a lot of field goals. That's the way that they're going to play football right now. So Crabtree, does he do that much before the injury?
Yeah, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Before the injury, I thought he was the best player right up there with Curry. I put him at 2 because of the injury and he didn't run the 40 through the process. You can get the 2nd best player at the 10th spot. Now, if you say what you're saying, hey, we don't like it necessarily because of the run and shoot, this and that, what went on leading up to the draft, whatever, the interview, whatever, then you move down if you can and take one of those outside linebackers.
But if he can take, if he
like Crabtree, you take him.
If he can score points and get one of those 1 field goal off the board for you and put up 6, I think you take him. And that's why you say which guy can put points on the board. He scored a bunches.
They have a very good defense. If they can score 7 more points a game, they can maybe make that leap to 10 and 6.
You have to take Crabtree in this spot.
I would, but I'm a quarterback. And I'm a West Coast guy. I need a guy that can run the slant pattern as well as Michael Crabtree.
With the 10th pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Crabtree, wide receiver of Texas Tech.
very interesting in scouting him and listening to folks. The best thing that could be said is, hey, he doesn't have, quote, blazing speed to be a top 5 pick. Well, neither did Jerry Rice. The worst thing he has now going for him is, well, he's like Jerry Rice. He's on the 49ers. But let's put that aside for a moment. This is the play we all remember. The 28-yard touchdown catch against then #1 Texas for Texas Tech with a second left on November 1st that he turned into the touchdown. They won the game, and the 2-time Biletnikoff Award winner, that cemented his college legacy, Mel.
Everybody says he thinks he can waltz right into the NFL and be a great player. What wide receiver doesn't think that way? And would you want a wide receiver that doesn't have that confidence level? He does. He wants the ball. He made some great catches at Texas Tech. Big, strong hands, great hand-eye coordination, a power forward mentality. Yes, he didn't run a 40. We knew he was probably a 4.55 to 4.6 guy. You say, well, he wasn't as big as advertised. Well, he's still bigger than most receivers coming out. And to get him at 10, you saw him sitting in there. He clapped. You see him clap when Hayward Baker's picked? He didn't sulk. He didn't put his head down. He clapped for Darius Hayward Baker. At 10, to get the second-best player, you got to applaud.
Well, I think it's a good situation for him and Mike Singletary. You know Mike Singletary is not going to put up with any nonsense. So if he has any character issues at all, 2 days he got 2 days to fix it. I mean, and so you know that's going to happen. Plus, he can make plays, Steve. I know they play defense. They run the ball with Gore. But if he can take one of those field goals off the board and put 6 up,
10 minutes up the 101 highway, Jerry Rice lives. 10 minutes up from the 49er facility. If Michael Crabtree doesn't call that guy up and start working, Jerry Rice could still outwork most of the guys in the league. Go work out with Jerry Rice at 45 years old and go find out how to play football. That's what I would suggest him to do right away.
So Aaron Andrews has been in the green room, and now the smile on the face of Michael Crabtree as he puts on the 49er hat. Aaron?
Chris, thank you. Michael, congratulations. And just back there in that green room, especially around the time that Oakland was picking, everyone surrounding your table thinking you were going then. What was your reaction being taken at number 10?
Oh, the key to, the National Football League is patience. If you be patient, things will fall in place. So, I just kept that in my mind, and, I was truly blessed to be with a San Francisco 49er.
Absolutely. So you go from Texas Tech with Mike Leach now to San Francisco to Mike Singletary. What do you anticipate learning from a guy like Coach Singletary?
Oh, Coach Singletary is a good coach, man. We had a good talk, and I feel like it's a great fit for me. And, I like those type of coaches, somebody that's going to push you, somebody that's not laid back and really wants to win.
All right. Thanks so much. Congratulations to you.
All right.
Chris, back over to you.
All right, Aaron, thank you very much.